The Forlorn Muskeg, as it is wont to do, is doing its best to slow down my journey back to Mystery Lake. But we have a new zone to explore that I've never been to before. Well, it's not new for you guys, but yeah, it's new. And I don't want it to slow me down, so it's not going to. It's going to have to let us through. Hey there, Legionist Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. Fastest talking episode intro ever. Yeah, we're going to walk back to the train cars here as kind of a stopping point and a point at which to regain a little bit of warmth, because the frozen Forlorn Muskeg, all the things above, is cold. And because it's cold, we don't want to lose any more health than we've already lost, because we've lost a good bit of health, and we don't have any prepared birch bark tea. We don't have any means to recover health quickly. And that is not a situation in which I would like to find myself, or at least that is not a situation in which I would like to remain. That being said, I just realized we can cut that direction right now, rather than going straight to the railway cars, and we can get to the last location that I want to scavenge in Forlorn Muskeg. So we're going to do it. The wind is blowing in my face, so it's slowing us down a little bit, and we are carrying some extra stuff. We're carrying mainly a lot of meat. That's what's weighing us down. It's kind of ironic, because we've spent all this time getting a moose hide satchel, getting ourselves well fed, so that we have the ability to do lots and lots of carrying things without being encumbered, and I'm still walking around above my encumbrance limit. I know there's a certain amount of irony there. But again, it's a bit of a playstyle choice. I'm not always going to be this encumbered. We will eventually get to a point where I'm walking around lighter. We'll get to a point where I don't have much of a choice, as a matter of fact. Because the game will be much harsher and colder, and I'll need to move around quickly from place to place, and I won't be able to afford walking around encumbered. Whether that will stop me from doing it is another question entirely, but in principle, there will be factors that lead to changes in that behavior, I'm sure. Yeah, that just happened. We just sprinted across a weak point in the ice. Don't try this at home. Alright, there's a wolf over there. Chances are he's going to smell me. I don't know, he might not. We'll have to keep an eye on him. And he might not be the only wolf in the area. I can't tell what direction the wind is blowing, but hopefully we'll stay downwind of him. I'm going to try to use that terminology correctly now. In past episodes of Against All Odds, in past seasons, I've really gone back and forth like, is it upwind? Is it downwind? Where do I need to be? I'm confused. And that, of course, depends on whether or not you are hunter or prey. Or really it doesn't, I suppose, especially if you're dealing with a bear. Because either way, you don't want to be detected. So no, it doesn't depend. Too much. If you are upwind, that means your scent can be carried downwind to the thing, and you are more likely to be detected. So you want to be downwind. Hey! I don't know where you are. There you are. Wow, you're close. How did I not see you at all? I'm going to run over to a spot where I should be able to get a slightly better shot. Holy crap. Alright, I think I might be able to go straight up here to the... Hello. Yes, I know. You smell me. You want that moose meat. I know you do. I actually don't think I can climb that. I remember being here in Against All Odds Season 5. Man, this is annoying. This is not good flat terrain for a wolf killing shot. I'm going to just hang out here on this... Maybe I can swing back this way in a minute. Let me not get sprained right now either. Come on, buddy. Let's just get this over with. Please. A little lower that time. Hurts me to kill all these wolves and not do anything with what they leave behind, but... Alright, we are now above freezing, at least. So we're gaining temperature back on the warmth meter. Can I go this way? I highly doubt it. Yeah, we're going to have to go back this direction. That wolf threw me off course. Dang it. I was just trying to find a spot where I could shoot him safely. I was a little bit nervous, too, about a sprain situation developing. If I got sprained at that moment, that would have been bad. I might not have been able to shoot. Now, there could be another wolf. You know, the wolves, when they smell meat, they stalk silently. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, even though this... I remember this. I remember seeing this, and it's like, this is supposed to be climbable. Yeah, I remember this. I saw this, and I was like, why would you put the grass there if it's not climbable? Frickin' really? Do I not have any bandages? I do. Alright. Sorry, I don't know why I get so annoyed when I get sprained. I guess all of us do at a certain point. Played the long dark enough and you're just like, come on, leave me alone, sprain system. I just want to move freely without any kind of threats whatsoever, because that's the way this game is played. Random, completely unrelated aside, I haven't mentioned the quarantine situation that we're all in right now. Well, the vast majority of us are in right now, in a few episodes. And let me just take a moment to say, I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's friends and families are well. I know that in many cases that is not going to be a hope that pans out, and I'm sorry for that. And if you know anyone that's sick, with anything for that matter, because it's not just this virus that we're dealing with right now that's problematic, but it's anyone getting sick at a time when it's scary or impossible, depending on load of patients, to go to the hospital. You know, if any of your relatives is medically debilitated in any way right now, just know that my thoughts are with you. And I know that there are many people in the community that have been here for a long time that would say the exact same. We will get through this trying time before too much longer. Especially if we are able to stay the course. Stay inside. Keep some distance. Keep flattening that curve. And we will pull through. Just wanted to express some solidarity and some well-wishings really quickly. Haven't mentioned it in a while. Have tried not to mention it because I realize that for most people these episodes are a fun distraction from various degrees of stress that are being experienced, and I understand that. So, that being said, let's move on. Hey, there's a laptop up here.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Worn baseball cap, and it looks very flat. A military-grade MR8, really? Alright, so I could break these containers down and potentially find things. It's warm enough now that I can do that, and there may be items inside them. For a second, that looked like... Yeah, I'm not going to say what that looked like. All right. Let's break this down. It's actually getting dark. We're not going to have forever to do this. It's another 45 minutes. Yeah, we're going to have to get back to the... Yeah, I'm not going to break... Well, this is a smaller one. It's going to take 30 minutes. If this is the one that has something in it, I'm going to be kind of annoyed. I'm not going to lie. How's my food? Yeah, I can have a steak. Good. I want to eat a steak, for God's sake. It'll help me carry that wood around, which, honestly, I kind of want to have that wood with me. If we go back to the cars right now, in the middle of the tracks, that is wood that I can use to make water. That's wood that I can use to make more coffees, more teas. It's wood that I can use to keep a fire going and keep myself warm if I need to, which I might not need to, but still. Speaking of coffees, I should have drank this before I drank the water, but I'm going to drink one coffee to give myself a bit more energy, because you can see our carrying capacity starting to drop. That's just due to the fact that we're getting tired. We do also still have the pain from our sprain, so you can see the blurring, maybe. Oh, hey. Didn't know this was here.
I'll take it.
Don't need a can opener. We're just going to leave that. I will pick up the feathers. Can I just say again, we have not been to frickin' Coastal Highway yet. Think about that. Think about the plethora of loot. And of course there's Milton, which is a Coastal Highway level zone in terms of loot. I'm not even that familiar with how much loot there is in Bleak Inlet. With a name like Bleak Inlet, I'm kind of expecting something like Forlorn Muskeg, Desolation Point. Not quite Hushed River Valley. It's not quite that level of desolation. I know there's some buildings. Oh, is this the slope? This is the slope that I couldn't climb. Let me crouch. Try and avoid a sprain here. I don't have another bandage, so... sprains are definitely on the list of things that need to be avoided. Friendly reminder that the way the scent system works, as far as the 3 bars, is that it might seem like we just have 1 bar, but when we had Morbian on us a moment ago, we actually had closer to 2 bars than we do now. So the game represents the scent you're giving off in what is called... I'm going to break out some statistics terminology here. This is the best way to express something that I've talked about in the series in the past. It expresses the scent you're giving off in a format that's called ordinal. So you can see either a 1, a 2, or a 3. But what defines ordinal as a variable is that you cannot see the distance between the levels. You can rank the levels of something, but you can't see the distance between them. However, the game actually implements scent in an interval ratio sense. Which, if that term sounds complicated, which it is, all that means is actual numbers. Numbers that you can not only rank and order, but you can measure how far apart one point on a number line is from another. So you can have a scent of 2.5 or 2.7 or 2.1. But because the display is ordinal, it only has levels of 1, 2, or 3, and we don't actually know how close we are to 2 or to 3, if that makes sense. Ha! Didn't think you were going to learn any low-level statistics introductory stuff, did you? But you did. You did. Congratulations. You're now that much more educated. And it is frustrating because when we had all that moose meat on us when we first came into Forlorn Muskeg, we may well have been close to 2 bars. I'm not quite sure how the game rounds exactly. I'm really hoping that I can get to where I'm trying to get right now, because I'm honestly not sure that I'll be able to find a point where I can cross the ice. I'm also not sure where the closest bear might be. And we are still giving off a stink, so I'm a little bit nervous right now. Like, what's going to come over this hill at me? Or what's going to come around this corner at me? What's going to drop out of the sky on me? Okay, I'm not that nervous. Can you imagine? Just like, there's a bear just falling towards us. Top tier YouTube content right there. If I could, like, secretly make a mod that would drop a bear out of the sky and then hotkey it and then do that without telling you, I would so do that. Oh my god. That would be hilarious. I don't know enough about the Long Dark's code. I know nothing about the Long Dark's code, in fact, apart from just passing conversations I've had with people about the systems. I mean, I know about the system, like the mechanics. I don't know about the actual language that would be used to do such a thing. Mods exist for the Long Dark, but I wouldn't be doing that. And also, mods don't exist in officially sanctioned form yet. Raphael's been fairly strict with regard to mods. It's his baby, and it is yes, there's a story mode to the game, but even when we're playing games like this, when we're playing just in survival mode, in sandbox mode, there's a certain kind of, I'm looking for sticks, which I picked up probably most of them on my way here. I've got that wood still, which will be helpful. But there's a certain story that develops when we're playing even in sandbox mode. And you want them to develop along certain paths. For sure. Right, there's one stick. That's good. There's also some limbs around here, so I think I'm good for firewood. All right, how we doing in here? 36 degrees. Oh, there's even some wood right here. Nice. And, oh no, it's a thick wool sweater. I got excited because I thought that was a pile of coal, but it's not. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a fire going. Reclaimed wood, fire striker. I mean, I've got a ton of lamp oil, so I'm going to go ahead and just use some oil to start a fire. But yeah, he's been fairly strict about it because you design the game to be able to produce stories in a certain way, and you want it to be. You want to have your creative control over that kind of stuff, which I understand. So mods are a tough question for a game like this. User-created mods do exist. They're just not sanctioned. They don't exist on Steam Workshop. You have to get them, and generally speaking, if you try and talk about the mods that you used with the developers, you might get some eye rolls. Which, for some reason, makes some players roll their eyes, but I'm in the camp that says, you know, it is up to the developer whether or not they want to support mods for their game. It's their choice. If you disagree with them, that's fine, but you didn't make the game, they did. You know? Alright, so 23 degrees. I don't have forever to stand out here and cut down a fir limb, but I'm going to chop one down.
The sun is setting. It's going to get a lot colder soon.
Now, a bear can patrol out here. The reason I wanted that fir limb is now this fire is going to last. This fire is going to last all night. It'll be nice and warm. Okay, so one thing I can do with this fire going all night... Hang on, we can do a couple of things. I don't have... I wish I had... I do now wish for this exact moment that I had a cooking pot on me, but it's okay. Let's see, I've got that book. Where'd you go? I was just looking at you. There you are. All right, so there's 5 hours here. I'm going to go ahead and... Should I just go all in? Is there anything stopping me? I might get tired. I might not be able to read this because I'm tired. But that's okay. Let's get as much of it researched as I can. Yeah, I'm going to get tired. Yep, 1 hour left. Almost got through it. 8 hours, 18 minutes remaining. That's the bear. I hope the bear doesn't glitch through this. The bear can smell my meat, probably. Let's go ahead and eat. That's freaky. That bear can smell that moose meat. I'm going to be really annoyed if the bear glitches through this wall. Yep, he smells the moose meat. Although, I don't think we're giving off, well, going back to what I was saying earlier. We're technically not giving off a scent right now. Hang on, let's make a little bit more water. I can always drop the moose meat. Which means he'll bugger off. The fire should help him keep his distance. Should. Keyword being should. I'm actually a little bit nervous. That's nice and nerve-wracking. Thank you for that, game. All right. 15 minutes until melted. Yeah, let's do that one more time. Let's drink that, and now we have a little bit more water on us than we did a moment ago. Now, one thing I can definitely do is heat some herbal tea. We're going to drink that to help us recover condition during the night. Hopefully we don't lose too much condition on that moose meat. All right, 8 hours, 58 minutes. Still have 1 fur firewood. Let's go ahead and sleep for... We'll tell you what. I'm going to add that wood to the fire. I'm going to sleep for 10 hours, not 12. I'm going to sleep for 10. Pray that the game doesn't glitch a bear into me in my sleep. I would be so pissed if this happens, but hey, that would be an original way to end an Against All Odds series, wouldn't it? Sprain risk is gone because we got our carrying capacity back. All right, there's that. How are we doing calorie-wise? We are able to eat a steak. Let's do that. And we still have 5 hours, 33 minutes left on the fire. Perfect. All right, let's get some fresh water going. Actually, even before that. Oh no, we'll do the water. We can put another can on the fire too. I don't know why I just did the 1. I could have done 2 this whole time. Oh man, that bear is still outside. We might have to experiment a little bit with the flare gun like I was talking about from inside here. All right, we're going to heat up. Well, no, I'm going to cook a fresh cup of coffee. Let's go from the lower condition tins. Perfect. This is so nerve-wracking. Oh, we do have prepared birch bark. That's nice. We don't need it right now, but we've got it. I didn't realize we had it. I thought we'd cooked that already. Let's drink that too. I'm pretty sure you can only stack 2 or 3 energy boosts from coffee, but that should, yeah, now our energy's nice and full. Let's pick that up. Let's drink that. He saw me. He saw me. Still sees me. I don't trust its ability not to come through that door right now because they have changed that recently. I don't know how it feels about the fire. Never shot this thing at the bear before in the game. Come at me, bro. Really? Really? Are you going to do this right now while we're having a narratively driven Against All Odds series? Are you going to glitch out like a crazy person? What are you doing? No wonder you've been stuck there the whole night. That's hilarious. Wait, that's the scared bear sound. Well, screw it. I'm just going to shoot you once. Oh, wait, it's not actually... That shows you how often I've actually fired it. Now it's ready to fire. You can tell from the pin. Did the bear just lay down? Is the bear taking a nap? The bear is taking a nap. Are you serious right now? Okay, screw this. Hang on. Hang on. We're going to pick up this moose meat. Jeez. This is hilarious. No, we're not going to add that to the fire. I just want a torch. All right, we are not even that encumbered anymore at this point. What am I carrying that's weighing me down? I know I've got the... I've got this lantern fuel on me that once I'm done carrying that, I would literally almost not be encumbered. I'd still be like 1/5 of a pound encumbered, but I'm going to risk pissing off this bear. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's kind of hilarious. The bear fell asleep, took a nap. I've never seen that before. It's partly because it was glitched. Literally took a nap, sitting there and is now snoring by our fire. Did I get my bedroll? I did. Jeez, that would have been a fail and a half. God almighty. Well, okay. On that note, I'm going to wrap this episode up here. We're about 25 minutes in. In the next one, I can't even speak anymore. I'm just dumbfounded. In the next one, we're going to make our way back into the lovely zone that is Mystery Lake. Weather should be a little bit better this time. We'll pay a quick visit to the Trapper's Cabin on our way in, so we'll hang a left and go pay the Trapper's Cabin a visit and pick up anything that we left there, because I think I might have left a few things. And then we'll go back to the camp office, grab a few more things, and then move through the zone fairly rapidly once we are there, I think. Unless, of course, more bears and wolves descend on us from all directions, which is entirely possible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.